that's true. Naked Palpatine.
Oh, you pick that one. Fresh out of the clone tank, nude Palpatine is my
Well, that's the first thing I think of when you say Dark Empire Palpatine.
Hello everybody and welcome back to the Star Wars Expanded Universe, but also not. Two different things. Whichever way you slice it. Legends. So, I don't have too much to say about it, which is why I'm just kind of compiling this, but Emissary of the Void by Greg Keyes was a 6-part story that could be found in Star Wars Gamer, or Insider, I forget. And was also on the Hyperspace website back in the day, but none of those things exist. So we have PDFs and stuff that you can find online where you can read this story. But it is basically like a side story that takes place before the events of Edge of Victory Rebirth and concurrently with it. And in the prologue or whatever to the second Edge of Victory, we had Yulder from the Young Jedi Knights, the kid who wanted to become a Jedi but learned that he just never would because he wasn't that strong in the Force, right? And then he ended up becoming like a ship rescuer. Like he would just like help people out, you know, even though he was no Jedi. And so he was in the prologue, stopping a Peace Brigader in Edge of Victory, and here it's his entire standalone story. In fact, I would love to see like 1,000 other like little short stories with this character. But it was really fun. The characters we meet of his crew were really interesting and fun. The new Jedi girl we meet was also very interesting and fun to learn about. And ultimately, the Vong, their mission in this whole 6-part story is to destroy Thivera, kind of like, you know, the Empire wanted to do, because that's where everyone gets their bacta from. If they don't have that, then they won't have the biggest sci-fi way of healing really quick. So obviously that has to be stopped. And this is with, again, a bunch of side characters. So it's pretty cool. Luke only like congratulates them at like the end on like the phone or whatever. So that was pretty great. It's a really fun 6-part little short that, you know, and you can read it for free by finding it online. I'll leave a link in the description. And it's just really fun and well worth your time. So I do recommend it as something extra during the War of the Yusong Vong. Now I gotta stress yet again, this is the second story I have reviewed by Hand of Thrawn 45. This is not canon in any way, shape, or form to the expanding universe. Zit nada. Though, if you want to headcanon it, you could. I can't do that. But it is an interesting alternative telling to the Star Wars Expanding Universe timeline, which is, one second, The Last Admiral, which is it's actually based on a short story that was supposed to exist, but never came out. But basically, not that it really matters because it isn't official, but this is 2 years into the War of the Vong, which I'm pretty sure by Star will also say 2 years, but we'll see. This mainly focuses on Grand Admiral Octavian Grant, the last Grand Admiral. I'm pretty sure there's another Hand of Thrawn 45 story where he has played some prominence. It may even be Twilight of the Jedi, I don't remember. But, you know, he's like 80. He's really old. And, you know, he betrayed the Empire. He gave the New Republic vital information, so he's just been kind of living, not living it up, but living peacefully. Anakin and Tahiri are on a mission to like help these other new Jedi out, and so they all end up running into Grant, and then the Vong show up, and it's a whole thing of Grant. It's not that he's not afraid to die, but he would rather die fighting than dying of old age. And he's not doing this purely out of like the goodness of his heart or because he really believes in the New Republic that he's been reformed. No, he hates them still, but he'd rather go down fighting. And so it's kind of what he does. Grant also has some great interactions with Anakin that were pretty cool. And, we also see a bot from the Black Fleet Crisis, and he was in Balance Point, I think. Or no, he was in the second book by James Luceno. And, it's a short little story, but it was a lot of fun to read about. And the ending, with Jason, felt very in line for the Jason at this point in time. And I rather enjoyed that little section. But overall, this short story just shows Grand Admiral Octavian Grant and his demise. Anakin and Tahiri are just kind of there. I gotta say, it really didn't. You could have probably done this story without them, but then you wouldn't have the little foreshadowing moments they have of Anakin probably going to die. So there is that. But it was a lot of fun, and if you want to read something before you start Star by Star, but after Edge of Victory, I would recommend this fan fiction just to check out and see what it's like. But that's pretty much it, guys. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Sharing helps out a ton. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. May the Force be with you.